Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm Shaun, and I am ordained Reverend in Won Buddhism. My Dharma name is Jung. My family name is Song. The last time I visited here, Reverend Wang Gong gave me an American name, Shaun, so you can call me Shaun. Life is like a little journey. No one knows where it goes, but I have been enjoying it so far. And next stop, North Carolina. Now, I'd like to talk about how I ended up here. When I was young, my family moved to Yongsan, the sacred birthplace of Won Buddhism in Korea. Yongsan was my playground, and there my life as a Won Buddhist youth began. Growing up, I met many Kyomunims, and I really liked them. They were warm-hearted and good mentors. Not surprisingly, a dream to be like these Kyomunims planted in my mind. Living in Yongsan with all that holy energy and spiritual guidance, most of which I wasn't aware of at the time, and my affinity with the Kyomunims, I decided to be a minister like those whom I come to admire. People said being a Kyomunim is living a life on behalf of others, not just for myself. I thought, that's good. I want to live a life like that. So after high school, I joined Won Buddhist Studies at Wonkwang University in Korea. To introduce myself, I'd like to say a bit about my family. My father served as principal and taught at the high school in Yongsan. My mother is now serving as the director at the Wonkwang Daycare Center. My younger brother is a programmer for Amazon in London, and my younger sister teaches Korean literature in high school. And all my family is happy in what they're doing, and I care for them. Although my family was Won Buddhist, not all of them were supportive in the beginning. At first, my parents were worried, as they knew there would be many challenges along the way. And my younger brother wondered why I did not choose an occupation where I could make good money. Yeah, it's true. I'm not making much money, but I feel rich and abundant. After all these years, they support my path with much love and blessings. Now that I'm here, away from my motherland, will you all be my family in the States? What brought me to North Carolina? I have been thinking, why do we people, deluded beings, live like this? Why do we make our lives miserable, fight each other, and create conflicts? Does what I'm doing to help really matter? Is it ever going to work? The answer was, we just do it and focus on what is possible. I have always dreamed of a community in which to practice and learn the truth together, no matter how big or small it might be. After visiting here last year for 1 month, it was so clear to me that if I was coming to the United States, the North Carolina temple was the right place for me and the only place I wanted to be. And look, dreams come true. These are the things I liked about this temple. I deeply felt that the One Temple community in North Carolina was well established because there are many wonderful practitioners with sincere and loving energy. And I'm thankful to the members here for the warm reception and memories I made. Also, I felt that this was one of the most vibrant One Temple communities in the United States. It is lively, moving forward into the world with warm hearts and loving guidance from Reverend Wang Gong. To me, this community seems like the early stage of Won Buddhism 100 years ago when founding Master Sotaesan was there. So I asked Reverend Wang Gong if she would like to have me here, and Reverend Wang Gong asked me, do you want to be here? I had to serve 1 more year at my previous temple in North Gwangju, in Korea. Then my senior Reverend Jung Taewan-nim, who carried me this far, generously let me go, and now here I am. I was happy that I was officially assigned to the North Carolina temple on January 1st, but for 8 months I had to wait because of the visa process. Waiting wasn't that bad at first. I actually enjoyed that time. I had a chance to join a Vipassana retreat, practiced at a monastery with Venerable Kyomunim, and stayed at my parents' house for the first time in 20 years, long enough to say goodbye. As time went by, I felt anxious and my confidence wavered when I didn't hear anything about my visa. I thought I'm in Bardo, an intermediate state just after death. I was waiting and waiting. Many thoughts arose in my mind. Then, documents went missing for a month and I had to wait more. Then I started to worry about everything. I even thought, should I really go to the States? Am I a good enough minister? What can I do really? A small Asian in such a big country? Sometimes I didn't even reply to Reverend Won or skip the online meditations or scripture class. And one day, Reverend Won asked me, "What is in your mind? Do you really want to come here?" This got my attention and brought me to clarity. Once again, I made up my mind with determination and to pursue my dream to live a life within this Chapel Hill community. Finally, I got my visa in the middle of August, and 2 weeks later, boom, I was here. Still, I was a little nervous and consulted my trusted mentors in Korea, and they gave me the words of comfort and encouragement and solace for my worries. They said, "Don't worry, tell Reverend Won everything. If you have any problems, just ask her." I was really grateful that our two Kyomunims, Reverend Won and Reverend Ziyang, they worked so hard during my visa process. And I'd like to thank Kyomunims and members of my previous temple, North Gwangju Temple in Korea, for the time we had together. And I feel that in the United States, there are many good people who have conscious awareness which will influence the world. In my journey as a Dharma practitioner, my dream is to be a part of this community with them. With y'all happily moving on, maybe we can make a difference. This may be just a baby step for me, but I feel honored and blessed that on this path, I will be learning from some of the best practitioners and the best Kyomunim in the Won Buddhist community. Thank you for listening. 감사합니다.